Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming out here. Midday Money on a Friday, a football Friday. We need some football Friday music. Although I'm not doing football today. Did I just call my daughter or did she call me? Well, I don't know. Whatever. Too late, lady. I'm not talking to you. Like, subscribe, ring the bell here. On the Winner Free Picks YouTube channel, Picks and Parlays, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Maybe you're on the Sean Higgs YouTube, and I don't know. I got to tell you. I don't know what I was going to say. I just totally lost my train of thought. Anyway, podcast side of things. If you're watching, I should say if you're listening in podcast form, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But be sure to check in on YouTube or Twitter. Say hello. If you got any questions, I'm sure. Listen, baseball's not everybody's first love. I'm sure in another 2 months football season, a lot more people coming into the live chat. Super duper to that. In the speaking chat, Facebook, YouTube, you'll see the comment section. We do have the plays up. Twitter, I'm about to tweet this out to the world to see. And just like that, it's there. All right. We're not going to waste any time today. I got to say, though, not sure about look headlines tonight. One, take my mom to doctors later this afternoon. So I'll be running around a little bit. Two is I haven't done any baseball. I want to crack open some retro wax, 80s wax. I think I'm going to do that if you're on the Sean Higgs channel tonight. So maybe no look headlines. We'll see. I don't know. All right, let's do the recap of yesterday's action. 4-0 sweep in the video. We'll take it. 3-1 with the premium picks. I needed it. Had a rough week, so we'll take a winner there. Let's move into today's picks. What else am I going to say? We swept. Good winning day. We move on. I don't get excited about great days. I want to win every single day. Losses, I don't get too emotional about. We bet it. We forget it. We move on. You can't get wrapped up into every second like, oh, woe was me, the sky's falling. Or look at this, I'm unstoppable. That was good when, like 25, I guess you feel good about that. Doing this for 30 years, it is what it is. All right, today's picks. Let's go. Only add one additional ad from last night's Look Headline show. We had the Red Sox over 9.5. It was 9. I should have left it in here 9. Although I was doing a show with Ross this morning, I wanted to use this game. I didn't want to put out beforehand because then people wouldn't go watch me and Ross do a free pick over on that channel. But hey, it is what it is. I still like the over, and we'll throw in some player props in this game in a minute. Rangers, 125 still. We'll take it. Padres under 7.5. It's gotten up to 8, although Mr. Numbers comes in the comment sections like, hey, this team total has already come down a little bit for Tampa Bay. And I'm like, hey, it's weird. The team total is down. The total is up. I mean, you're telling me that the Padres are going to shell McClanahan? Like, I don't see that coming. I mean, the Padres, as I've mentioned before with San Diego, this is a under team. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. No big butts and a smile. 44-23. That's why you don't trust a big butt and smile. 44-23 to the under with the Padres. And now you got a guy, McClanahan on Hill, who's on his way possibly to a Cy Young. He keeps this up. 10-1 out of the gate. We're not even out of the gate. We're 2 months into the season. This guy might win 25 games this year. I mean, how cool would that be? If you have a Cy Young ticket, I guess. And, I was watching the Golden Girls last night on some retro channel. I wonder if Shane McClanahan's related to Blanche Dubois. Rue McClanahan. Wouldn't that be something? I don't know. Well, I'm going to throw some 80s nonsense in here. White Sox plus, though, 113. Kopech pitched been better. I'm taking the doggy here. Sox, tough loss last night, which I'm not loving that situation coming up into Seattle here in the great Northwest. That being said, Woo has been terrible lately. And let's go to some props. One game prop or one set of props for one game. The Yankees and the Sox. Ribbies for Bader, 175. Rizzo, 150. And Stanton, 155. Obviously, I think there were going to be some runs here. And the books do too, because it's gone from 9 to 9.5. Granted, these guys played last week. Both same pitchers, Herman and Houck. It was a 3-2 game, I believe. Maybe 3-1 even. When they faced a 3-1, it was a 3-1. Herman, 6 innings, 1 earned run. A home run allowed. I know 6 hits. Hauk, 6 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, but 2 homers. Yeah, and Hauk, big ERA. Herman's given up home runs in 10 of 12 games. Red Sox hit at home. Here we go. Red Sox homer. Devers plus 275. Even through a Yoshida plus $6 out here. Ribbies for Duval and Arroyo plus 150 and plus $2. As of now, noon, there was no Duran or Reyes lines, or else I would have been grabbing some ribbies on these cats as well. I think we see runs. It is just that simple. Well, I hope it's that simple. It never is. That's for sure. If it was that simple, I'd be doing this with like platinum teeth in my mouth or something crazy, like in when I see Grandma's Boy, where the wacko's like, oh, I'm thinking about getting metal legs. Yeah, I got money to spare. I'd turn myself into a robot or something. Any hoot. Let's see. We got comments all the way in. Michael came in early. He's excited about San Francisco. Breban Hill versus the Dodgers. And Mike, I'm going to say right this game here. I do like San Fran plus the 120. I do. I'm not going to say no. And as much as I kill your Giants, here they are 2 games back, 2.5 back of LA, even though LA's not winning the division right now. It's all Arizona. But man, hats off to the Giants. I said with Ross, I said, this team is like, they just win. The little engine that could. It's like there's no really sexy guys in the lineup. The pitching staff's all right, but they bring in, hey, Cueto, let's resurrect your career. Gausman, Alex Wood, Cobb, DeScaffolini. It's ridiculous. Hats off to San Fran. Good job. Good job, Michael. Steven Bowman is in the house, and we love Bowman. Bowman cards, I guess. Anyway, Steve, what do we got here? They have the daily strikeout leader odds for today. Any thoughts? Here's the top 5. Joe Ryan plus 390, Gausman 390, Darvish 650, Kopech 750, McClanahan 10-1, McKenzie at 18-1, Gallen Sandy are 30-1. Let's see. Strikeout leaders for today. This is an interesting one in. And, me and Ross talked a little bit early in our show today, and it's about how, you do things different. Like me, Ross, Jesse, we do the three-person show, and we bet different ways. And I say it in here, like people come in like, oh, we got to parlay this and 3-team this or first 5 or a Nerfy. A lot of ways to make money, and to do this, you got to kind of change all the time. And I say personally, and I bought up like regulation plays in hockey. Now, in here, it's just straight up puck line, sides, totals. And myself, though, I have found myself betting like a regulation, so I don't have to lay. People are like, oh, this team. I'm like, ooh, I don't want like 240. Oh, regulation, it's a 130. I can get behind a lower number like that. In Major League Baseball, somebody not to bat in the bottom of the ninth, not to bat, like better odds than laying a big fave. So here we come. Here's another thing. I'm going to have to look at this. This is an interesting one to get involved in. The strikeouts. I kind of like this one. Who's the top ones here? Who's the top one? Seattle strikes out a ton. They're a strikeout team. Although, is Kopi going to strike out a bunch of guys? That is the question. They strike out a lot. He's got 6, 9, 10, 9, 10. Not terrible. I mean, I think you're alive with 10 strikeouts. I think you're alive with 10 strikeouts. Now, right off the cuff here, Joe Ryan's playing Detroit. I'm going to say no to that. I mean, and he's the shortest odd. Interesting. Gausman, I'm not looking to do that against Texas. Texas is a pretty good team. And I like Texas anyway to win, so that would be a cross out for me. Darvish is definitely a no for me because Tampa Bay, I mean, they don't strike out. I mean, they strike out. The middle of the pack kind of strikeout team, but as a hitting team, I know Mr. Number will say they're an under team. They're still the second best, I believe, overall team on the road. So that would be a no. Kopech, I just mentioned because Seattle strikes out a bunch. McClanahan, I really don't hate, believe it or not, because as much as the Padres as a under team, the strikeouts might not be there, but they don't really score. But again, 10-1. McKenzie for Cleveland. This one is interesting because he had a great start. I think he struck out 10 Twins. That's the Twins. And then he came back with 5 against the Astros. A little better, but I don't know if he's still working his way. We talked about this last night. I took Arizona minus 132 last night, and it's gone up to the 140 range here, 145 range. I don't know if he's still kind of working his way back from injury. I know he was in the minors and do a little rehab assignment, but coming into play here is like, you got to work your way back to Major League Baseball hitters. Gallon strikeouts, just so you know, the Cleveland Guardians have struck out the second least amount in baseball. You know who's number one? The Washington Nationals. Nationals strike out the least. Guardians is second. I mean, it's a 20 game difference, a 20 strikeout difference, 465 to 485. And then Arizona, 525. So McKenzie, definitely a no for me there. And the last one, Alcantara. Again, I just mentioned the strikeouts of Washington. You have the two least. Now you know why Sandy and Gallon are 31, because they're facing the two teams that do not strike out at all. The 750 Kopi will be my favorite of the bunch here. The Miz is in the house. Pittsburgh money line today versus the Milwaukee Brewers. I don't hate. I mentioned last night, Miz. Milwaukee versus lefty, not a good matchup. That being said, Rich Hill, not a lover of Rich Hill. Julio Teheran has pitched good for them. I like Milwaukee, but the whole lefty Milwaukee not being a great hitting team overall, it's just a no play. I do like Milwaukee. I mean, yes, Pittsburgh's played well, right? They're first still. They tied for first. One, are we a believer in that team? I'm not a believer in that team. Do I want to take a minus 105 or a plus 105 with them? Not particularly. I can't. That'll be a pass for me. Cincy, I could do a Cincy. What are they at? They still have like plus one. This is down to a 140. This was a 170 last night. Are you kidding me? It's come down that much with JP France. Interesting. I do like Cincy. Run line Minnesota, no thank you. No. I mean, I had them last night. You're up 4-1. You blow that lead versus a team off a doubleheader getting swept. Disgrace. Minnesota is. I want to do a show, and I can't do it till like another month, of who is selling in the AL East and even in the AL Central and the NL Central. Minnesota, Cleveland, the White Sox, all a bunch together. Pittsburgh, Cleveland, the Cubbies, St. Louis. Like, I can't bet run line. No, thank you. I mean, Joe Ryan, Ober, Gray have all pitched great. And you see what happens here. They can pitch fine. The bullpen comes in. They can't get hits. Minnesota. Just avoid Minnesota. No, thank you. No, thank you. Again, am I upset because they're my only loser yesterday? Probably. Tampa Bay under? Yes, Tampa Bay money line. I don't hate the money line with Tampa Bay. Although it's flipped, they were a little 105 fave. Now they're now they're plus 105. I'm getting a guy who's 10-1, who's been basically the best pitcher in baseball, arguably. You can throw out whoever you want. I don't care. His numbers back it up. I'll take a shot with Tampa there with you. Michael B says, great day. I say Baltimore with a shutout parlay plus $2. What was that? It was strikeout parlay. Oh, yeah. We had the Wells, right? Wells strikeouts we liked. We like Wells under everything. Caught the Dodgers live at plus $6. Excellent. A's first 5. Get it done. Did they? Yeah, they tied it up late in that game, right? Because they were down. They tied it. Retro Bill Buckner's. Love it, Groovy. Yes. I have a again, there's Tim when I need him, so I can go to my closet and get a box. But Michael A. Sox Dodgers oversaved me last night. Broke even. That barely got there, right? Needed extra innings in that one. Needed a little extra. I thought the over. I said I like the Sox. I said I like the over. I thought both guys would give up like 4. Well, we didn't get 4 till late. I mean, it was 2-0 early. I'm like, here we go, Sox. Let's go. I figured a nice like 6-4 kind of game. No, was not meant to be, but cash that ticket. Break it. Nothing wrong breaking even, Mike. I don't understand. People get upset. Oh, I split yesterday. I'll be happy with a split if you don't, lose $10, 15, win 10, 15. I don't get, everybody thinks they're going to go undefeated and get rich. Not it. Mario Florida, how are you, Mr. Mario? Good morning. How you feeling about the O's today versus Cubbies? Um, so we got the O's over 7.5 yesterday here versus Cubs. Total 7.5. I like the over. I can say not to bet the Orioles. They have what, the second most wins on the road. What's there to say? Cole Irvin, though, this is what there is to say. Has not pitched well. Hendricks has pitched well. Do I think Hendricks can still pitch well? I don't think so. That's why I like the over. I like the over in this game, but I can say don't take a team that has the second most road wins in baseball. Don't take them at plus money. You want to take the O's? Fine. The O's are a spot where if you take them, you got to take them every day in the series. Like I said, they're 21-12 on the road. There'll be a dog again tomorrow. Kyle Gibson on the hill. And on Sunday, who are they throwing out? Dean Kramer against Talion, probably another underdog spot. You take Baltimore all 3 games. I think you go 2-1. I think they're good. I do. If you take them, you got to take them all 3, though, because there'll be dogs in all the games, and you can't pick and choose. That's what I say. Right? It's like you pick your friends, you can pick your nose. You can't pick your friend's nose. Well, if you're going to pick a game with the Orioles, and they're dogs and all, take them. You don't go 21-12. It's not a fluke when you got 43 wins and have the second best record in baseball, whatever the heck they got. Groovy, people are swearing off the Twins now. Give me the Twins first 5. Which one? Listen, you should be swearing off the Twins anyway. What are we saying about the Twins? Like, this is a good team to bet. They're 35-34, and you got 3 pitchers with ERAs under 3 pitching really well. But your offense is one of the worst in baseball. And you're laying 255? Come on, man. Get out of here with that. You can't take this. The Tigers. The Tigers could. Who's pitching? Jeremy Bonderman could come in here. I don't care. Jeremy Bonderman. Oh, J-Rock. Good day to you, sir. How are you this morning? I'm Michael B. Today I took the Mariners. I know you like the Sox, but their bullpen is dead, and Wu in his first home start, I think, will deal. I'm not saying with that. The Sox are off a tricky series with the Dodgers. I understand 100%. Kopech has pitched well, though. For me, it's a Kopey time, right? The guy, and you know how high I was on him last year, Mike. I'm like, let's go Cy Young. I think 17-7, first place. We're going. Eloy's hitting 40. Anderson and Roberts hitting 330, 140 runs. It's party time. Yeah, not the case. Let's look at Kopech, though. 0-2-4, 0-0-2, 4-0-1-4. The guy's going to go 6, might not give up a run in this game. And Seattle has yet to start hitting. That's a fact, right? Again, we talk about the Twins being 35-34. These guys are 33-34. The Sox are much better. They're 30-39. But, Wu, his 2 starts, are we loving his 2 starts? He had the one good start, and then he got shelled. Or he got shelled, then a good start. 2 innings, 7 hits, 6 runs versus Texas. 4 2/3, 4 hits, 2 runs versus the Angels. The K's are there. I don't know. How about an over then? If you don't like taking the Sox at plus money, I don't know if I could take Wu the way he's pitched, especially at a 135. 120, basically home. He's home, whatever. I don't know. Do not know about the Wu. More like boo. Michael A. Went with the O's, Cubs over, sitting at 8 now. I agree with you. I think Irvin's going to give up some runs. I think Hendricks shows what he's been prior to this season. Gives up a couple. Groovy says that means Darvish's going to shut down the Rays. You think he's going to shut down the Rays? So he's going to shut down the Rays. The Rays are going to score 2, and San Diego's scoring 7? That's what we're betting on? San Diego's scoring 7 runs today? When's the last time they scored 7? Let's go San Diego. When's the last time they scored 7 runs? At Colorado, Seattle, there's 2. I'm going to count these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1-6, 2-7, 2-8, 2-9, 2-10, 2-11, 2-12, 3-13, 3-14, 4-15, 4-15, 5-15, 16, 17, 18. I don't know. For a team that's gone 44-23 to the under, I'm not betting on them scoring a bunch of runs versus a guy who's been super. I mean, this why'd the line go up? Obviously, we think there's. I mean, I have the under. I got under 7.5. The fact that it's gone up does does concern me a bit. I don't know. I mean, but calling for a breakout versus McClanahan is, hey, bold. Definitely a bold take, Groovy. Michael A. also took the D-backs money line with Gallon last night. I don't hate it. I'm with you on Gallon. McKenzie, I think, still working his way back into form. Misses all three New York Boston games last week went under. Yes, 3-2, 3-2, 3-1. Yet this total went from 9 to 9.5. This total goes up. Why is that? Why is that? The total goes up, and the Yanks and Sox are basically a combined 6 for 14 to the under their last 20 games. And yet the line is going up. Steven, Tampa team total is at 4 at plus money. Interesting. Well, Darvish's splits at home are good. And that's why I like the under. He pitches well at home. McClanahan pitches good everywhere. The Dodgers have just been the Padres have, as I mentioned. I'll repeat. I don't mind repeating myself because the numbers are there. They're 20 games over 500 going to the under, 44-23. Darvish at home's got 2.68 ERA at home. A 1 whip. Good enough for me to get involved in another under here. And team total under. Mr. Numbers will say they're stealing signs. I say that they just face some better teams. It's the road. You're going to be a little worse on the road. They're still the second best road hitting team in baseball, Tampa Bay. This spot, I don't think so. Darvish solid at home. McClanahan solid everywhere. Give me the under. J-Rock says Red Sox money line. I don't hate it with Houck. I understand. Sox at home a little better than on the road. Sure, right? I mean, what are they? Oh, that's right. They're 500 at home. I mean, but this team is 500 on the season. So, pit game under. No, I got no lean on that one whatsoever. MMA, Bellator, Phil Davis, plus 145. Phil Davis. I'm thinking Alvin Davis of the Mariners. All right. Well, MMA Bellator backers, there you go. You got a plus doggy, 145. A shot play on Yoel Romero, plus 360. I'm not going to say no to a plus 360. Nick says, hit the like button. Please hit the like button. I wouldn't hit the like button. You know what? I'm going to look at YouTube real fast and see what we have going on the likes. Winner free picks. We have and Sean Hicks channel has, I think. There we go. And where is the picks and parlays? How many likes on the P&P channel? 6. I'll give this. I hit it myself. I'll like myself. There you go. I like me. Anybody Stuart Smalley? I like me. T-Money, my guy. Good afternoon, my friend. Good to see you. Michael B says the Giants run line. Dodgers off 11 in game. Starting a righty. Between the last 2 days, their bullpen's washed. Brevia is it's Sean Manaeus coming in. Rogers and Doval. All right, so that's who they got. And again, who's pitching for the Dodgers? Is it going to be Matty Andres? Right? Wasn't he on the Tampa Bay? Andres, right? Is that official with him? I just kind of like because it's just a bad spot. The Dodgers haven't been playing all that well. San Fran's on a 4-game win streak. I like my streaks. Why? I'm not going to not take a plus dog on a win streak. T-Money. This time of year in MLB where it takes no sense. Ohtani pulling out, all I can rely on, and the Stros are dead to me, and throw the Diamondbacks in race. All right, so you're jumping on a guy who's hot in Ohtani on baseball props. I get it. A little ribby props there. I don't know about his pitching side of it. I mean, he's been pedestrian. He's been all right. He hasn't been super duper. The Stros are dead to you. Stros are dead. I mean, one about the Astros, I've said this before. Yes, they're 9, 10 games over 500. Have you seen this team? They're not hitting yet, and they have some problems pitching. I mean, and yesterday, let's be honest, the game was 1-1. I mean, it was 1-0 in the ninth inning. They're an under team right now. They're an under team. Go to the lineup. You can make money on the Stros if you kind of find your spots with them. I mean, the Diamondbacks, you're playing Philly, right? I mean, that's not like Phillies had won a few. The Rays, I'm not going to tell you to lay $2. That's run lines only. And again, in that spot, you are playing an Oakland team that had won 5 in a row before their series. You're coming on a road trip off of Texas. You're going to come in a little cocky, and the team is red hot. Why are you laying run lines or money lines in that spot? You shouldn't. That's just bad betting. Don't blame the team there. You should be on. You should have been on Oakland until they lost in that series. You could have got 2 big wins under your pocket before they lost, and then you're still up money in that series, going 2-2. Come on, you got to get right. Don't blame them. Don't blame them. I mean, you're betting Tampa Bay. That's your own problem there. All right, let me take a team that's won 5 in a row and fade them, even though they've been dogs in every game. They're playing a little better. And again, this isn't Oakland's great. They're a bad team, but at the time, they were the best team in baseball. 5, 6, 7 in a row. No one else did that. Nick, did anyone bet on Japan baseball? No, nobody's going to bet that nonsense. Lotto Mariners. What is this, Nick? I have no idea about Korean baseball. All I know is that where is Mr. Last night we had a cat come in here. Where did I write down his crap? Where is it at? Fernando Martinez in here last night. Comes in after the fact. Look at all my great soccer winners. He says, take these games. Switzerland minus 1,800. England minus 2,600. He opened up with South Korea. I'm like, oh, look at this, minus 110. Maybe this guy could actually contribute to the show. Take China minus 1,200. Unbelievable. Michael, I took the Reds plus 160. Young kid for Red. Abbott has looked good in his first start. Astros, yes. I mean, the Astros, Breggy hasn't really been hitting. Altuve's all right. Okay, Abreu's hitting finally a little bit, but this lineup is still struggling. It's a struggling lineup. And the pitching is solid. I'm not saying they do have solid pitching, believe it or not, even with guys missing left and right. They're not playing their best ball, and they're still right on the Rangers' heels. But I'll take a big chunk here with the Reds. Worth a shot for sure. And give me the under as well. Steve, good morning. Look at this. 20 minutes after the fact, I get you for good morning here. Nick, yesterday played 10 games, lost 2. Tigers under, Padres money line. Many chance the Padre game. Well, here's the thing with the Padre game. Like right out of the gate, you're down a chunk, right? It's like 5-0 or whatever it is early. And yeah, you battled back. It's 5-0, it's 5-3. You're like, well, I got a game here. 6-3, 6-5, you're there. I don't know. I feel you're down 5-0 out of the gate. I'm like, oh boy, I'm in trouble. 5-3, I understand you're alive, but it is what it is with them. I look at that as a bad spot for Cleveland. Like, I like Cleveland with the initial matchup, and they scratch the pitcher and the line comes down, and you're up 5-0 and you can't put a team away. I'm more annoyed if I'm a Cleveland fan there. Tiger under. Well, I mean, let's be honest. That game's 4-1, 4-2. I'm thinking, all right, end this puppy. 5-2 final or something. I don't know. Yeah. Minnesota. That's why Minnesota is a 500 team. Terrible. Sometimes you got to stay away from bad teams. J-Rock, Delaware Park is looking good today. First race, the number 5 horse, Need a Marker. 5-1, Need a Marker. Great name. Race number 4, Praline Cat. Meow, 4-1. It's the best bet. Race 5, Gratitude. 3-1. Horse's first run with a top trainer. There we go. J-Rock with the ponies. If you like the ponies, J-Rock does. I bet on a horse once in my life, and it actually cashed out at the Mohegan Sun in the Poconos, I believe. Stephen Bowman took the Tigers. On the run line, figured probably would be on the Twins last night, but the Tigers played doubleheader. Yeah, good win. I was on the Twins. I was on it. I thought I'd Sonny Gray with a 2.10 ERA. I'm thinking, all right, Tigers can't hit that well. One of the worst hitting teams. Minnesota, they're bad as well, but Detroit a little stressed bullpen wise and pitcher wise after a double dip. Yeah, I look great. I look like a big idiot. Jeff Bell, I have Cole Irvin over 4.5 Ks. I'm going to say that is a bold bet with Cole Irvin. I mean, a guy who's pitched more than 5 innings once. I think he's going to get a K an inning. I mean, I get it. 5, 4, 5, 4, 4 innings, 4 and 2/3, 4 and 5 and a third. Is it worth? I mean, how are the Cubbies? Cubbies strike out. 6 most strikeouts on the season. I don't hate it. Plus money, far away. And my initial lean when I see Cole Irvin, I'm thinking you're in trouble. But we do a quick little look here. I could see I have my MLB page open here, and it's like, wow, okay. Versus lefties, they've struck out 183 times. All right, I think you got a shot here. And plus money, I'm going to say go for it. Michael B. Is Muncy hurt? If he's not taken for a ribby every time he plays the Giants, this guy owns them. A Conforto ribby. I don't have a ribby number yet, but he's been killing it. Now, I know you like your Confortos. He has been good. As opposed for Muncy, I do not know if he's hurt. He's questionable. And is he questionable because he's got a hammy, or is he questionable because the guy's hitting a $191 on the year? A $191. Somehow has 45 ribbies in 60 games. Crazy. 18 homers in 60 games. Last year he had 21 in 136. That average. Look at 192 in 2020, 249, 196. I mean, holy cow. Brutal. Brutal. This is today's baseball. Ridiculous. J-Rock. Otani over 1.5 bases, 120, let it ride. I agree. Brady Singer, he's pitched better, but Kansas City has dropped 9 in a row. And again, with this Angels game, and even with Texas, I do like Texas. And Angels probably like a run line, right? Even money. Kansas City's dropped 9 in a row. Tough spot, though. Big win for the Angels last night. How they're going to respond? They should win. Run line it, though. Don't lay them 150. Although I do like the Otani, right? A couple of hits. Lane, what do you say? Hopped on that Houston underdog last night. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, get that Stroh's under. It's moved. And I think that's the right side with the move there. Down to 8.5. The Miz. Think price for KC might be out for a while. A hit on the wrist bone. Sally Dog Perez out. Well, they got enough problems. I mean, they have problems as it is. They're young guys. Bobby Witt's not doing nothing. Vinny P. It's just wasted season. Wasted season. They'll be trading some bullpen guys for sure. Lane says yes. J-Rock for the Otani basis. Locking it with the Kings in the house. Go follow the King on Twitter. He does this for a living. Miz, if Tampa Bay, San Diego goes over, it'll be the bullpen blowing it. Probably. That's where most of my pain has come this season, is bullpens crushing my soul. Eric Higgs, what do you got? Nothing today. No dogs today, Eric? Come on. I'm shocked you're not on. Why wouldn't you be on the Orioles, as good as they are, plus money dog? You have a national team. The lines come down 20 cents. Although, granted, they're off an extra inning game last night, so I got that one. Texas as a dog, I'm shocked you're not on. I'm shocked you're not on the Reds. Really, the Reds the most that you're not on the Reds. And what other dog would I think you'd be on? Probably the Giants. And Oakland. How about Oakland getting a plus 115er tonight? I'm shocked people aren't in here saying let's run to the hills on Phillies. Nick says, today I'm on the Cubs, Mets, Rays, Brewers money line. We'll start with the Cubbies. I don't hate the Cubbies because I don't like Cole Irvin. That being said, I'll beat it. I'm going to beat this all season long as the Orioles keep winning. They got the second most wins on the road in baseball. right? They're in second place. They got 43 wins. I think tied for wins in the league, second most wins. They're plus 105. That's a tough one. If I'm taking the Cubs, I got to say, you know what? If I'm losing, I'm going to go a run line on Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you lay a 115 with Hendricks? That makes zero sense to me. I mean, I'd go take a 175 run line if I'm taking them. The Mets. Now, St. Louis would drop 5 in a row. That's why I can't bet Miklos. He's coming off a bad start versus Cincy. Again, I got these birds just kind of hang out and watch me here. It's weird. It scares me. I don't know. Why are they watching me? So, bad start versus Cincy. His 10 starts before that, excellent. 3 runs or less in all of them. So I want to take St. Louis. 5 straight losses, no thank you. The Mets, you want to really run to bet the Mets today? Again, it comes down to like betting on bad teams. Run line plus 180. Like if I think I think the Mets win, they hit and they win. I'm not going to do small little run lines. And honestly, what? Right? I mean, how many 4-3 games are there? I'm sure there's. I mean, I don't know. They could be more. Me, I'm not doing that. Rays again. I'll do a run line. If the Rays win, they should score some runs. That being said, they've been kind of stymied offensively. Their total has come down today, 3.5, 4s plus money. I like the under in that game. Brewers, same thing as the Cubs and Mets. If I'm going to be laying a 110, 115 versus with a whole hum team versus another whole hum team, give me the big plus money. Why wouldn't you take the big plus money? Over in Sox, yes. Royals, I agree. They've been bad. My concern there, Angels off the Texas game, Texas series. Under the Natties, yes. Under Phillies, I don't hate what Gallen and the McKenzie's tricky though. I don't know where he's at. Yes, I had the Padres, but they changed to the Rays. You thought Padres changed? Well, you got to win there. Padres. Oh no, yeah, Padres lost. Rays got it done for you. Team money: Otani, Yelk, home run. One of them will. Otani or Yelk, one will hit a home run today. Yelk is garbage. I can't stand Christian Yelk. Home run props, the only thing playing right now. Maybe a little Justin Turner. See, I'm not a home run prop guy. They were a lot hard. I mean, I had 2 home run props today for Boston, but I like the Ruby props better. Eric, Yanks was leaning, but not quite where I like my numbers to be. I get it. I mean, small little dog, even money. I don't know. Do I still like Cincy under? Do I like Cincy money line? Yeah, take Cincy money line. I mean, the lines come down. Obviously, I want the better number at the overnight spot, but I like Cincy and I like the under in this game, Sir Corey. Mike F. What do you say there? Thoughts on over under 3.5 Ks for Kyle Hendrick at 160? Is it juiced? He only needs 4 Ks. Definitely that's juice or one. I mean, I don't want to lay one. I don't like weighing 130s, 140s, Mike. So a 160 is high, and in his starts this year, 5.3, 4.3. So there is that. I don't know if you want to take that as he's not going to get it. I mean, 160 for a guy who's hit that once. I'm not liking it. Where's Baltimore in the strikeouts? They're all here. They have the seventh least amount of Ks. Not interested in laying 160 on that. No, thank you. The guy could get knocked out in the second inning here. I mean, I like the overs. Obviously, I'm expecting runs. And him not to do well. King D says hit a 7-unit play on a Twins Tiger Nerfer yesterday. First Nerfer of the year. Looking at tap more and MR. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely a Nerfy guy. I don't put him in a chat here, but that's where I always lean. Michael B in this Cards Met game, I can bet both teams to lose. What do you do with this game? Mets just got to prove that Mike cannot buy happiness. Seriously, it's a game, and I like Miklos better than McGill here. He's got like a 5 ERA. That being said, though, if I'm taking this game, I got to fade a team that's lost 5 in a row. Give me the run line. If I lose with a run line, it's even money. I can live with. I'm taking a shot as opposed to minus 105. Like, hey, maybe they win. Run lines for me. Run line those guys. J-Rock going to stack Woo today against the White Sox over 5.5 Ks, 7 and 8 Ks with the Woo. I mean, the White Sox going to be a little tired off the Dodger series. Swing and a miss. The Woo had 7 Ks last game, 4 in his first game. Again, 4 and 2 innings in the last. So maybe he gets 7 or 8. Over 5.5. Unless he gets shelled again, you should be okay with that minus 105. If he gets this, he's got to go over to 7, or if he hits 7, it's plus 190. Because that one's not terrible. Because he had 7 and 4 and almost 5 innings, 4 and 2/3. Just one walk. So I don't hate the 7 at plus 190. If he has to get 7. Look at that. Took myself out of the chat. Terrible. That's what happens when you have a bunch of windows open on 2 computers. You forget where I'm at. Now I gotta find we are in the chat. Oh, brother. Here we go. A lot of comments. Let's start moving here. Believe it or not, teams batting only 183 against Wells from Baltimore. Yeah, I said that yesterday, man. Wells is good. Bill McDonald in the house. Moreno again, 25 games. Yeah, I thought it'd be more. I won't be shocked if that gets extended. Will not be shocked. Cubbies money line for me. I mentioned it earlier. Run line. Go for the big payday. Stop it. Minus 105 or plus whatever I said it was. Get the big plus. James S. in the house, my guy. Good to see you. Michael B. I want to grab an under Boston Yankees game. Division rivals, driver the teams are hitting. Thoughts? I got the over. It was 9. It's up to 9.5. They played 3-2, 3-2, 3-1 last week. And the line goes up. Over. Just realized I have the over. Yes, I do. It's in the chat. It's all right, Michael. Dodgers announced Sheenan's going. All right. Oh, the Dodgers. Who is this guy here? Let's try to find a little something on this cat. Ooh, they just bring this guy up. Man, I don't even see him on a roster. Where is he? Where is this guy? Minus 143. Take those Giants. 4 in a row. Giants only way to go. Look at that. I'm making rhymes. Poet and don't even know it. Sir Corey, I put Cincy money line in. Take it. I like Cincy money line today. How about a Cincy plus $8 to win the Central? I love trade season. Maybe because I like when I play any kind of sporting game. I like to try to build a team and do trades. Miz, I think Toronto might be on the verge of imploding. I don't know, but here's the thing. You're going to get upset that they lose to the Orioles, second place Orioles, second most wins in baseball, Orioles. It's not like they just lost 6 in a row to the Pirates and the Royals. You lost to the Orioles. It happens. This is the same team that took 3 out of 4 from Houston. All right? You swept the Mets on the road. The lineup is solid. Bichette, Whitfield. I know people don't like Kermai a lot. He's a great addition. Vladdy's hitting 284. It's not terrible. It's a decent, deep lineup. Pitching-wise, Gausman has a 3 ERA. You're complaining about a 3 ERA in today's baseball where guys hit homers. They don't, you can live with that. Barrios, a 3.28, 7-4. The guys, you're in games. Bassett's got a 4 ERA. It's not bad. Kikuchi 6-2 with a 4.30 ERA. That is not bad. Can you do something with the bullpen? This team is not. They're not trading away guys. Now you play Texas. on the road again. It's not an easy series. Uh, You play good teams, you can't beat the. I mean, great teams are losing 60 games a year here, folks. Steven, I like the A's today. Sears decent. I like Sears. I've talked about Sears for weeks in here, Steven. And the line here, people are going to come in. Oh, look at this. Only laying 130 with the Phillies. The Phillies are great. The A's. A's are playing good right now. They won 7 in a row. They just lost a couple close ones. Now, at 115, do I want to take the A's? No, I don't take the A's. I didn't take the A's when they were big dogs versus Tampa. I'm like, no, thank you. We had them against the Brewers for plus money. Wonderful. It's a team I don't want to be part of. I'm not betting the Phillies today. Looking at this line. Look at this line tells me Oakland wins this, honestly. Stutzman, happy Friday. Yes, it is. Otani Ribby tonight. I don't hate it. What is it? Is it plus money? I didn't look at Otani Ribby tonight. Arizona McGowan, Arizona under Fielding. I don't mind Arizona. I think McKenzie's still working his way back into his form. So Arizona's another team. 0 respect. 41 wins. First place, Arizona Diamondbacks. Michael B. Maybe first 5 with the White Sox, even money. Or Seattle team total under first 5. You think Kopech deals? The Sox, bad bullpen. That's the thing. This game could be like 4-1 or 1-0, whatever the case would be. I'm expecting Kopech to be good. But then here comes the bullpens. I agree with you. I agree. Steven said I could also back the Pirates with Hilvers. I mean, I don't hate that just because the Brewers can't hit lefties and the Brewers hitting-wise overall are bad. But Turan right now is the better pitcher. And the Pirates, to me, I don't like the Pirates. They had a super April, bad May, and a June they're just kind of up and down. Do you want to really bet 105 on the Pirates? Stankies aren't hitting. The Sox barely score because the series in Boston line goes up when it was around 8 in New York. Now it was 9, and it went to 9.5, and it was 8 in New York, and every game scored 6 or less, 5 or less actually. 3-2, 3-2, 3-1. Michael, been riding the A's train, but the Phillies are hot. Not sure I want to fade them. If I'm an A's, I'm going first 5 plus a half. 9-1-3 last 13, first 4s, first 5. It's a plus 115 with the A's. And they've been hot. They have been, right? They won 7 in a row, lose a couple of Tampa, and really getting a set losing to Tampa Bay is the best record in baseball. I can't bet either of those. I'm not looking. Again, if you want to do Phillies, run line is a plus. Came down. It's a plus 150. It was 120 last night. It's 115 now. So, J-Rock, TCU. This team can rake. All right, a little TCU for you. College World Series, right? Oh, sorry for the yawn. Steven, I was leading the first 5 on the A's. Full game's risky. I agree with that. I mean, this was a 135 last night for Oakland. Now it's coming down. Steve, I got to tell you on that over O's Cubbies, Irvin's not good. Hendricks should give. I think Hendricks is going to give up a few. And I think Irvin gives up a few. Do I think Orioles win? Yeah, I do. It's just I don't like Cole Irvin. I can't bet it. And that'll hurt me because I'm going to come in and probably on the Cubbies tomorrow. As long as it. Listen, I'm not getting Stroman or Steele. I'll look to bet Baltimore plus 125. Not with Irvin, though. There's some guys you don't want to bet on. Lane says TCU, yes, sir. J-Rock, he likes the Horned Frogs in baseball. Steve Bummer says I want to take a Sandy K prop, but it's under 4.5 plus money. Yeah, it's because the Nationals have struck out the least amount of times in all of Major League Baseball. For as young and bad as that team is, the least amount of strikeouts by 20. By 20. And second least are the Cleveland Guardians, believe it or not. A team that's anemic offensively themselves. Miz, what are the Astros' record against lefties? The record versus lefties. Oh boy, I don't know if I have that one right in front of me. I mean, I pull up their batting versus the lefties, but I don't have their records in front of me. Oh, they actually kind of hit lefties a little bit. The Stros, I think. Stros versus lefties. 49 games. Again, I don't have a record here. They're hitting 258, 20 homers, 122 Ks. I mean, they're right in the middle of the pack. Not a bad team, but overall, for them, again, for me, it's just a spot for them. Extra innings, another kind of tough game versus the Nats. This red team is a tough little squad right now, and that's for me. I say this. People come in, laugh. This guy doesn't listen. If I'm gonna lose, I'll lose. I'm gonna lose games. I bet 1,000 games. I'm gonna lose a bunch of them. But I'll gladly take a plus 160, 170 dog that's playing well versus a team that's still trying to kind of find itself as good as they are. They got some injury concerns. They got some pitching concerns. They got guys not hitting concerns. I mean, you got a Reds team at a what? Plus 160? Plus, what is it now? 150, 140? Give me the plus money. Worth a shot. Come on. That line is at 10 now? Get out of here. Get out of here. There's 10s out there? Look at this. 9 on 125s. There are 10s popping up. Holy cow. Unbelievable. Aaron, yesterday's video last night was hilarious. Those soccer picks were the best I've heard of them. I mean, like, are you kidding me with that guy coming in? And I don't want to. You people who've been here for 2 years watching. I don't come in here and make fun of people's bets. I don't. But in here, I say me. I'm a guy. I don't like to lay more than 140. I'm talking about taking a bunch of run lines today. If they lose, so be it. Again, did I bet them at run line or Cubby run lines? No. You come in. Oh, I know by soccer. Come in and say, I had a great day today in soccer. All right, share your stuff. Don't come in afterwards, though, and say, you're 5-0 in soccer. Who do you like beforehand? Well, this is what I kind of like. And then you run off teams that are minus 2,600 on the money line, minus 1,800 on the money line. Now, I have a losing record in baseball here in the video. It is what it is. I'm never handing out easy. Oh, we're gonna lay 240 today, 185s. Everything. I mean, what do we got? Maybe a 130 tops. All dogs. Last year we had a 500 record and we won 3,000 with dogs. It's just they haven't hit yet. They'll get there. Will I win 3,000 in the video this year? I don't know. I mean, right now it's gonna be tough. But to come in at how are we laying 2,600? That's not right. Steven, maybe the Braves plus 3.5 as a $11 fave. I should put money on it. I'm totally joking. Yeah. I mean, I don't, and again, it's not like I'm trying to crush people's souls or whatever. That is not betting to me. I mean, I'm a handicapper. Take a T minus plus 3 runs to be a winner. What is that about? That's take Portugal money line 4,000 lock of the day. Here we go. I mean, that's what it was. I can't. Come on, man. What is that? Because are you putting 4,000 on it to win $100? $10 for 30 cents. Eric might be taking San Fran money line. Take San Fran. They've won 4 in a row. I joke. It's not even joking. You might think because I repeat it all the time. I'm not betting on a team like St. Louis, who's lost 5 in a row. I don't want to lay a 105 with St. Louis. Now, I can get San Fran a plus money and they've won 4 in a row. Sure. I mean, even Arizona, they've dropped 3 in a row, and I'm laying a 130 with them. Probably not a smart long-term investment. That being said, I got a guy on the other side coming off injury, working his way back. I think it's worthwhile for me. Kansas City, am I coming in betting Kansas City losers 9 in a row? No. San Fran plus money, winners 4 straight? Yes. Mike, who's the guy who came in and gave out Iowa basketball? It wasn't 2,500. It was like 3,300. That was Nick. Steve, what do you think about the over Mets Cards game? I kind of like the over because when I get 2 bad teams, I think bad things happen, Steve. But I'm not looking to bet that game. Rays money line, I don't hate. I mean, McClanahan's been great. A's run line, sure, take it. Over. I don't hate this because Philly actually hits lefties pretty good. So you want to go over the total? I'm all for it. Angels money line. Angels money line. 150 with Sandoval. I don't. I don't hate it. My reservation is they're off the big Ranger series on the road, and Singer's been bad. Kansas City's all sign in a row. I understand. I just don't want to lay 145 with them. I mean, this could be a close one. It could be a letdown spot. Steven, call over and over 4.5 Ks. No, I mentioned this before. The guy goes like 3 innings. He's like, oh no, did I say yes to this? I think he had the strikeouts. He did have the strikeouts, I believe, because I bought it. Maybe it was you, Steven, who brought it up earlier with the strikeouts. 5 and 5 1/3, 4 and 4, 5 and 4 2/3, 4 and 4 innings. So if he could last, it looks like he can get it. Can he get to 5 innings to get 5 strikeouts is the question. I like the over. And the over's on the rise now. I mean, this over last night was a open. Somebody came in, it was at 7. I got at 7.5. It is now at 8.5. So, J Rock, Fandos Conforto at Ribby $2. Where's Michael B for that? He'll be all over that like white on rice. Steven, so you played a run line on a Braves minus 125. I do the Brave run line? Yeah, I mean, it's why do I want to bet on a who's pitching Lyman today for the Rockies? But on the flip side, we have Schuster, who's been bad. Run line. Got to take a run line. But then you look at like Atlanta at home on a run line. These guys are 12 and 24 on a run line at home. 12 and 24. And you're laying. And that's what happens when you got a guy like Schuster on the hill who's got a ERA approaching 5, high 4s here at home. I mean, I don't hate the 125 there. I don't hate it. But again, 12 and 24 at home run line. I don't have to bet that game. I bet 6 games. That is not one of them. Michael, you think Muncie's batting average is a bad? Check out Schwarber, 176, 18 homers. I mean, this is terrible. This kind of stuff. And I joke, I like my 80s stuff. Like Pete Incaviglia, Rob Deere would hit like 30, like, 200, this guy's terrible. Nobody wanted them on their team, even though they were cranking out homers like that. But today it's all right. Who cares if they're hitting that? It's what do they? You get into their weighted on bases and this, ridiculous. Hit. What the heck is going on? Eric just assaulted. I guess he's trying to say maybe hit the like button. Tate the Great's in the house. Good to see Tate in here. You know what I do. Good to see you, buddy. Steven, that's very Michael. What's very Michael? His Muncie take. Mountcastle Mullins out for the O's. I don't worry about that. If you're facing a bad pitcher, other guys are going to hit. Other guys will hit. I'll keep looking. Trust me, San Fran bullpen game was huge advantage with Pens against LA. LA Pen is bad. I mean, they got whoever they got on the hill today. Still not officially updated here on MLB.com. And that's where I go when I have the other screen up here. I got MLB on for like the matchups and stuff. Although I'll take the plus money with the Giants. No racing today at Delaware Park. Oh no, Delaware Park. I think of Wayne's World. Ooh, I'm in Delaware. The Blue Hens. Nick, yesterday, who's the guy who gave soccer a small bet on Korea when they down 1 to draw? They lost. Forgot about winning against. That was the guy who came in. He said, take Korea. They were South Korea minus 110. Fernando was his name. Fernando Martinez. I wrote it down because I'm like, oh, all right. You got some soccer. I didn't even go to look for France. I didn't even know what France was because this first one was South Korea minus 110. I'm like, oh, nice, Fernando. This is what I like to see, right? Because a lot of people come in here with some ridiculous nonsense. His next game I found was Switzerland minus 1,800. I don't want to give him any more credit. J Miz, my guy, good to see Atlanta. Rosario Ribby, Arcia Harris. I like it. I like all the brave ribbies. Yes. Lemon is a bum. I like all these. Can Michael Harris turn it on? I got an MVP prop. Can you come on, get out of the sophomore slump, Michael? Do something. I think Muncie better produce better when he had line of protection with Turner and Belly. I love Belly. Belly is my guy. I think I've probably lost a Ford F-150 on Belly futures. But you're right, Steven. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the Dodger lineup. That's why I'm on season total under for them. Michael B. Schwarber leads off for the Phillies a lot. I don't get it, man. Baseball's changed. I remember when the leadoff guy was somewhat fast. Exactly. The guy leading off, you'd want a contact guy, a guy with a good eye. You want him on base, 280, right? I mean, like, obviously, Ricky Andrew was your prototypical, right? 280, fast, steal 100 bases, had some pop. What happened? They got Judge leading off sometimes. You know, your number 2 hitter should be a really good contact guy, right? No double plays, decent speed, get on base, first and third. Third hitter is obviously the best guy in the lineup. Fourth guy, your big bopper. Fifth guy is pretty good. Then we get fancy. Oh, we're going to bat our pitcher eighth so we could have 2 leadoff hitters in the lineup at batting. What the heck? Steven Schwarber has definitely changed baseball. They tried Turner leading off. I mean, I don't mind Trey Turner leading off. The guy's I think he's a 3 hitter, Trey Turner. I think he's really good. I think he's excellent. Although he's having a bad year. Maurice O's +1.5. Pitcher for the Cubs going to have a letdown after 8 inning no hitter. Yeah, Hendricks off a great start. That's not what he is anymore. That's why I like the over. Take the great White Sox money on, sprinkle the 1.5 for you. Listen, I like Kopi, but as it was mentioned in here, off series versus the Dodgers, maybe the bullpen is a little worn out. It wasn't a good bullpen to begin with. You saw them blow a game yesterday. 5-4, 8-4, 5-1. They were off 6-5 before that in Miami. Now, a couple 5-1 games. That's more your starter gives up some runs. That being said, I like Kopech to come in and have a nice one here. I mean, the guy's been pretty good of late. How they been hitting? The Sox have been up and down. Sometimes they put it together. I think they will against Wu. I know people are high on Wu. I'm not. I think so. Give me the Sox at plus money. Michael B. Rays struggle on the road, especially versus righties. I don't want the Padres. They are. I mentioned the Padres hitting problems. Again, struggling versus righties. They are still 19-15. They have the 3rd most wins on the road. I don't get the bad press. I guess when you're whatever at home, 40-10 or whatever that kind of record they have, I guess your road record always brings you down. Nick, was that nuts once we looked at the money line? Dick Cash USA versus Mexico plus 125. Yeah, that guy, crazy, crazy odds. Morrow Cub Ribby, the Rookster, right? He's a rookie, Morrow. Plus 164 in the last 7 days, 8 ribbies, batting 3rd against the worst pitcher in the year's rotation. I agree. I like the over here. Take it at a plus 160. Renzo, Cubs under. No. Well, now the line's 10. So, it's whatever it is. It's on its way up. It's crazy. What's it, 8.5 now? It was 7. It opened at 7.5. Damon, Otani Ribby, 105. I don't hate the 105. You have been putting it in here. Absolutely. He's I saw an article like, clearly on the MVP path for the AL. Listen, the pitching's been okay. I understand. And with no Judge, if you want to grab, I don't know what his MVP futures are right now. Miz, J-Rock, see no races Delaware Park today. No races in Delaware. What's going on in Delaware? Took Sandoval and the Angels on the road today. Run line. I don't hate it. My concern is that it's just off the Ranger series. Could they be a little flat and stuff like that? But again, Kansas City lost 9 in a row. I'm not running it back Kansas City. So run line last night was even money. Worth it. Steven says Padres are definitely a roller coaster team. I play Rays team total. The Padres, as I said, 44-24 to the under on the season. I'll bet the under. I'll bet the under on Padre games. I don't care. Steven says on the money line. What's that? Rays money line? Team total? J-Rock says it's hit 7. What game's hit 7? What are we talking about? Michael says, either way, what happened to Ricky Anderson, Otis Nixon, Vince Coleman in the world? Otis Nixon. Vincent Van Gogh is excellent. I mean, even Rock Reigns. Tim Raines was a great leadoff hitter. I mean, how about Lance Johnson for the White Sox? That guy was really good. I mean, it's weird. Kenny Lofton was good. I mean, as much as they put Jeter in the one hole, Jeter was a two-hitter. I don't know. Who knows? King D, Nerfy, 7-3 yesterday. Excellent. Stephen Bowman, Woo to be a strikeout leader is 38-1. I told you I like the Kopic strikeout one to be the leader. Don Playa, good to see you. It's been a minute, but you're back. That's all that matters. Good to see you. And I don't mind people taking a break and coming in. It's like baseball. I don't want to do much. No NBA. It's when's football starting. Pop in every once in a while. Let us know you're okay, though, Don. I do. I remember people like, where the heck's this person? Where's this person? They don't pop in anymore. I try. I go to other chats. I don't see them in other rooms. Hope everything's all right with people, you know. Steven, I thought would be the case this year. Michael with the bases bigger, slightly closer. Yeah, with the steals, I thought steals would go up. And we've seen steals go up, though. Especially not only with the bases bigger, but the pitch clock. Now the guy could throw over to the first twice, and then you could be off to the races. And the kid on the A's is pretty good. Their leadoff hitter. Who's that? Ruiz? Don says, I like the Pirates versus Brewers under 4.5 first 5. I don't hate it. I mentioned that the Brewers can't hit lefties. Do I run to bet in this game with bad teams? No. Can I see this one coming through? Absolutely. No skin in the game for me. Under 4.5, it's plus 108. Plus, yeah, I see the plus is always worrisome. Always worrisome. Because again, it's bad team. You know, Rich Hill. Okay, Brewers don't hit lefties. Can they club a guy who's 43 and throw 78 miles an hour? You think they should? It's a no play. Ricketts is in the house. Good morning. Michael, 25 is a fine for exactly. 60 for Arenas. He brought 3 guns into the locker room and then tried to have a gunfight with Javaris Creighton. Yeah. I don't know if it's fine, though, because it's on his first one. You know, like, 25. We'll see what happens. I mean, why do I think it's going to be more? Angels killed me for the last time, he says. The Angels. Maurice, over 9.5 Royals game. I don't hate it because they've lost 9 in a row, and that's what bad teams do. But can the Angels be flat here? That's my concern. Are they flat coming out of the Texas series? I don't have to bet it. Don't bet it. King D, Friday Underdog Report, 94.55 on the run line. There you go. Take it for plus money. Delaware canceled again. What do we got? Rain in Delaware? For the ponies? King D, Friday Underdog, straight up. 65 and 79 plus 649. There you go, folks. That's what I'm talking about. Take the doggies on a Friday, you're up money on the year. And people get wrapped up. Oh, look at this record. Forget about the record. It's about the plus minus. Bill, what do you think about the Nats beating Sandy? He's definitely not last year's Sandy. The line has come down 25 cents. I think to tell you all you need to know about Washington. But where'd they go? Extra innings last night in Houston. If it was a straight up kind of regular kind of spot, but Miami had a day off, I believe. Not loving it. Not loving the spot. J-Rock says afterwards, I'm undefeated. Yeah, afterwards. You're a billionaire. Ricketts, Cubbies first 5 over 4.5. Is that for the Cubbies? The whole game. I guess that's both teams. Cubs and Orioles first 5 over 4.5. I agree because I'm on the over for the game. Michael B, I would say the weather is the main reason for the total in Boston Young game being so high. Ballpark. 15% chance of runs today. Highest on the board. A plus 15% chance. I would say, I read the fast. Like, shouldn't all games have a chance of runs being scored? Steven, I'm leaning towards the A's first 5 plus 110 instead of the plus half a run line. It's a push. Here's the thing with first 5 money lines. This game here, I mean, for the whole game, it's basically that. So I don't think it's an advantage taking a first 5 in this spot like this. First fives for me, and again, I don't run to the first fives, would be more of I'm taking a big fave, but I'm worried about the bullpen coming in at seventh and I'm getting, stubbing my toe late. That's the problem with the first fives, for me at least. Sir Corey, Boston over is a good bet. I got the Boston over. I got it at 9. It's now 9.5, or is it a 10 now? Even in some spots, I like the over. I think we get runs here, Sir Corey. Tied and prepared. Good afternoon. Hello, everyone. Natty's last night got it done. Took extra. I mean, you get 1-0 and then they blow it in the bottom. You're thinking, oh, terrible. Yankees, I don't hate there. Texas, I got them in the chat here. Mets, I I'm gonna have to agree with you because St. Louis has lost 5 in a row, and San Diego on the under. I'm with you. I got 2 of those in the chat. There you go. Rangers, Padres under. There's the Red Sox over there as well. We just mentioned. Anderson was great. That guy was fabulous. I feel like going to get a rookie card of his. Michael B, if you can get Conforto Ruby plus $2, take it. Estrada, Jock, and Wade in front. Wade is one of the best stat leadoff guys. Estrada should be an all-star this year, and Jock is hot. Not only that, the team is hot. And you're getting a spot start kind of bullpen game. Beat up on the bad pitching, Conforto. Steven, Cubbies game at 8.5, still taking the under. Well, I am against you. I am on the over in that one. Tied prepared. Angels run line, everyone on KC because of 9 losses. Who is on KC? Why? Who's betting a team that's lost 9 in a row? Psychopaths. Stay away from them. Those kind of people are. They probably put styrofoam in microwaves. What are we doing? Taking a team that's lost 9 in a row because what? Are they due? And I don't want to run to bet the Angels. And it's run line, even money. I get it. They're off the Texas series, so I'm a little leery about that. But there is no way. Take the Royals. Mario, give me a guy I like. He does all this for us for free. That's what we could do. I know. Seriously, Mario. I'm in here every day. An hour plus, 2 hours a day. Hit the like button. Even hit the dislike. Oh, your plays lost yesterday. You stink. Give a dislike. I mean, it's a comment-driven show. Come on. Be part of it. Steven, you, Jesse Ross, record the show before you do. Yeah, when I do the Ross and Jesse show, that's usually in the mornings at 10 a.m., that show. Vince Icatras, Natties. I do like the Natties, Vince. I don't like that the line came down. I'd rather have the plus 150, 160 that it was last night. It was 155 last night. Now it's 145. Actually, what is the live number right now on this? Look, I see as low as a plus 130 in some spots. 130. There is a 140 out there, but it is down. Miami was a 178 last night and a 160 early at like 8 a.m. and now it's a 150. Continues to come down. Michael for the last comment of the day. Ja was blessed for giving the gifts he has. If he wants to be a fool and throw his life away, pretend to be gangsters on him. Any real gangster would trade places with him a second. Here's the thing. You're going to put this on, and I'm not saying guys back in the day didn't act a fool. You're on video now? Dude, there's repercussions. J-Rock, they don't microwave star. I mean, they put gas in it. I mean, really, what do we do? Kansas City, 9 in a row? Yeah, we're due. Who's pitching for the Tigers? I do not know. I have no pitcher for the Tigers. At least on the site here for MLB, I don't have one. And again, I'm not running to bet the Twins today. I know people want to bet the Twins because they lost yesterday. No thanks. Pass for me. 25 is too lenient. Should have been half season. I think he's going to get more. I think 25 was just the initial, and then I think there'll be some kind of, well, he has to do this kind of rehab in some facility or some nonsense for, there'll be some 25. It's more than 25. That's for sure. Michael, have a good one. Yes, doctor's appointment with my mom today. We'll see how that goes this afternoon. Look at lines. I don't know. Notification bell. We'll see how that works. Sean Hicks channel. I want to do a box of 80 stuff. So if you want to be around tonight, notification bell's on across the board. Good luck, everybody. Have a good